It is time for war. That's right, folks. Today is another Clash of Clans video looking at the progression of the account and, more importantly, doing our very first clan war within our clan. A huge shout out to y'all for the immense support on last video. Tons of viewage, quite a few new subscribers from the Clash community, I'm sure. It's been fun, and I'm having fun. It is definitely a grindy game, but so far so good. Can't complain too much. I had to turn on the audio so you guys didn't have to listen to my voice only for the next 20 minutes, give or take. A little bit of a longer video, but that's just because there's a lot of new unlocks. One, we have our clan war, and also we have our builder hall, which I didn't even know was a thing. The only way I can compare it is it's in some sense kind of like warships for Boom Beach. Different game mode, lots of fun. We will be doing a little bit of looking at it later in this video, but maybe we'll have a video that focuses strictly on builder hall stuff. So here we are versing TTS Ya. I don't know what that clan is, but here is my opponent, the lowest leveled person like myself, kind of just doing some scouting of the bases and trying to get a feel of what the war is going to look like. So we're going to load up our troops and give it a go. Like I said, I don't know what to expect. This person, I think, was one town hall higher than me, so I didn't think it'd be a huge issue. But then again, levels sometimes do play a large part in some of these games, especially it feels like in the Clash realm. Levels definitely play a big part. I play Clash Royale a little bit as well, so, and it definitely has shown itself. So right off the bat, I forgot that the clan halls or clan castles have defending troops. So I did try to activate them there as I remembered that, but then I forgot that you can have some pretty crazy troops even as a lower level. So this Valkyrie tore my troops a new one, so we had to figure out a way to get rid of her, but it very much complicated the overall attack. So kind of as we go, we're gonna try to clear it out, and of course there are some traps that are manning to mess up our goblins doing their job. We wanted to try to create like a funnel, I guess is what they call it, getting rid of some of those outer buildings so that we could create a hole for our giants and or archers to kind of go through. But those walls were a little bit thicker than expected, even for our wall breakers. So we do eventually get through the wall, but now here comes the Valkyrie trying to ruin our lives, and man, is she just messing our troops up. Even after all those archers that we expended, that Valkyrie is still standing. So there is attack strats that I've seen now that I've kind of reviewed over this video on ways to take out the Valkyrie, but it definitely did not turn out the way I'd hoped. We did have the baby dragon and hog rider to try to get some extra damage, take down that air defense, and maybe get some type of cheesy play. We definitely need the air defense to go down because that is super problematic for the war balloons, or the balloons I guess you call them. But even with the air defense down, I think there was another one on the opposite side of the castle, as well as some archers. So it was just kind of doomed from this point. I didn't feel like I opened up enough of a thing and then take care of those clan troops for it to be like a big deal. So we do try to at least get some percentage, but as you can see, we have already messed up. And of course, go figure, there was an anti-air mine right there waiting for our war balloons. Took them all out in one shot. I must say I am quite embarrassed, but as I say always, we are casual players on this channel and we are going to make mess ups. So it was an eye-opening experience. By the time you guys see this video, I'm sure we'll be doing another clan war, and I will actually post up here whether or not we had won. So because I'm pretty sure by the time this video gets out, the war will already be completed. So but let's jump into some normal battles with some players that may be a little bit less crazy and more oriented. So they have bases like this that just don't make any real sense, it feels like. So we'll see how that goes. We actually, I didn't know this until I'm like actually looking back at my video. You can see where I guess other people had tried to attack this base and where some of their troops died. So that could sometimes be a indicator of maybe traps or where troops felt a little bit on the weak end or whatever the case was. We kind of still played into it by putting our troops kind of in that death area, but just something I guess I can keep in mind for the future. As we eventually progress through this game, we will learn more attack strategies and kind of figure out ways. One of the things I had learned was spreading out your troops, making sure that you don't just drop them all in one spot so that they can do the most damage around the village and try to clear it out. There's only, I think, 3 minutes to attack in Clash of Clans as compared to the 4 minutes in Boom Beach. And there's our shameless shout out, of course. Make sure you guys are rushing that like button. Subscribing to the channel, it is free. Like I said, we got a lot of subscribers, such huge immense support from that last video, so hopefully you guys continue to support the content. As long as you guys enjoy it, I will keep making it. So I am what feels like a Supercell child at this point, playing so many of their games, putting out content for their games. So this one's for you guys, Supercell, and for all of the folks out there who love their Clash of Clans, Boom Beach, and maybe eventually Clash Royale. I know Brawl Stars is another one, so but that's neither here nor there. Looking into another base here. This one had a lot of loot. I think it was a little bit more of a complex base, I can guess you can call it. The guy, or the girl, I guess, had a defense plan as far as how they wanted to set up their base. So, of course, they have their storages and or production buildings set out to the front to sort of distract our DPS troops, if that makes sense. But yeah, as we slowly progress in this game, we're definitely learning more. I'm sure eventually we'll learn some of the acronyms and stuff like that. So if I sound like a little bit non-prepared as far as all of the terminologies that folks use and troop combinations and this and that, that is because we are just slowly taking our time to kind of figure it all out. We've watched a couple of the tutorial videos and stuff like that that people have put out before, and I'm sure we'll continue to do so. If for whatever reason there's some crazy attack strat I learn or I decide to use in these battles, I will of course tag the fellow YouTuber in it or whatever the case is, because there are a lot of guys that are already making great content on this game. So huge shout out to those gents, and hopefully we can become one of them, making our, of course, our own unique content with this. So all of our troops pretty much gone. We only have a few war balloons left, so this is gonna be very, very slow. I don't know that we'll be able to 100% it here, but we'll probably get most of the loot out of this build, or out of this base. So pretty decent base design. Like I said, I think I just misplayed my troop putting down a little bit. Probably should have left a couple for cleanup, but we're going to speed it up here a little bit just so, like I said, we can kind of get through this base fast. This is a little bit of a longer video. Like I said, between the clan attack, the normal attacks with people, the NPC attacks, and then we'll be doing the builder haul at the end of the video. It ended up being quite a bit. Don't expect all videos to be, 20 minutes long and stuff like that. Usually we try to stay within the 13 to 15 minute range if I had to guess, but not too bad. Got the 2 stars. I think we're only 1 or 2 buildings away, but we got a decent amount of loot right there. Much needed. And then we got our star bonus, so tons and tons of loot in the treasury and in our storages for us to upgrade our stuff. So pretty huge if you ask me. And we are having fun with these challenges. We try to keep up with them as much as possible so that we can get the free rewards on the path. So I am trying my hardest to work on both offense and defense. I realize that defense is definitely a larger part of this game than it is in the Boom Beach. So trying to work it out. Like I said, it is going to be a little bit lopsided, as it always is. We are a very offensive player in general, so I will always try to prioritize offense, but we will focus a little bit more on defense and some of the other support buildings quite a bit more in this game. because it's kind of necessary. So just kind of seeing what we want to upgrade, trying to get all those upgrades in. Like I said, some small chore duties and stuff like that. So we are still figuring out how to create the video profile, I guess, for each video. What's exciting, what's not exciting, what to chop out. So like I said, some things may seem a little bit excessive, a little bit drawn out as time goes on, and I kind of figure out what the pace of this game is. We'll be sure to change that up. Set to take out this NPC base, and boy, did it start off pretty freaking insane. Right from the start, there are some spring traps that completely decimated our giants. So all of our tank units are gone. Luckily, I think our balloons are able to take it out. So, and we might even get some ladies out there to help with that sniper tower up on the top, or to the right side, I guess, if you want to call it. Couldn't even finish that, so we will shock it. We also got lightning spells, so we did finally unlock spells in the spell factory. Is that what it's called? I think it's spell factory. So we'll be using some spells and stuff like that in our attacks. It's been fun. I've been enjoying it. Like I said, this spell reminds me of an artillery shell in Boom Beach. Like I said, you guys will hear a lot of comparisons between Boom Beach and this game for me. I did come from Boom Beach, so it's kind of my way of quantifying the things that happen in this game to make them a little bit more digestible, for me at least. So, and for some of you Boom Beachers, so hopefully my Boom Beach community lover folks are also supporting this, and just so you guys are a little bit more aware of how things transfer over from Boom Beach to Clash of Clans. So if you're a Clash of Clanner, none of this matters to you, but maybe it does, who knows. And we did, I think, speed this up a little bit as well. Like I said, taking its good sweet time, we decided it was time to speed this up, just because there is no time allotted on the NPC bases. I can take 10 minutes if I want to clear a base out, but I'm sure you guys don't want to sit here for 10 minutes and watch one balloon slowly but surely knock stuff down. So that's why we're making sure that's not the case. And probably could have even sped it up a little bit more here, to be honest, but something to show off a little bit. Like I said, the balloon's very strong as long as you can get rid of the air defenses. So sniper towers are somewhat problematic. They get harder as they get higher level, which of course makes sense, but the air defense is a super big one, and then those air mines can just take out your whole balloon army. So something to keep in mind. And we do start off. That was a crazy transition. I do apologize for that. But here we are. We're in the builder hall, which I unlocked yesterday, I think. Maybe 2 days ago, depending on when this video comes out. So it's, like I said, the best way to describe it is it's like Warships. It's a different type of game mode that's attached to Clash of Clans. Kind of an own separate base that has its own ranking system. So I actually thoroughly enjoy it. Like I said, it's very quick-paced. Quick and to the point, and it is quite strategic because you only have so many troops per thing. Now, mind you, the troops are quite stronger. They're like overpowered versions of the original troops. So the barbarians have a ranged mode. The minions can shoot a little bit further for it, and the giants have like some damage reduction / damage. What's the word I'm looking for? Not deflection. They can't be penetrated for a certain amount of time. That's kind of just sounded weird, but either way, that's what I meant. So different stuff for different troops. Not as many troops, and the defenses are still pretty hardcore depending on the kind of bases that you go up against. So just kind of showing off the different bases that we're facing and trying to get those stars so that we can get the nice little star loot bonus, or whatever it's called. I think it's star loot bonus. The hidden Tesla, we have come to find out, is very problematic for us because it loves to hit the flying troops, and if we don't have something to tank for those flying troops, they get absolutely decimated. So, and of course, the sniper towers are no friends of ours either. So, some of these bases have been slightly problematic for us, but we're slowly trying to figure it out. Like I said, as we get higher up, I'm sure we're going to want to up our D itself and then try to get more of those army camps for more troops. So I think this is just one of those slow rolling game modes that as time goes on, we will get better at it and hopefully higher ranks. So, and like I said, the rest of this video is pretty much just going to be us showing off the builder hall stuff and some of our hits as we try to get those available stars. So if it's not your cup of tea, totally understandable. And if it is, hopefully you guys enjoy it. Like I said, I think we'll probably in the future make builder halls maybe their own videos, just because it kind of can be like a clearing of it, so to say, and talking about it. So that way it's not, I guess, such a long video, because I think this part of the video is like 7 or 8 minutes. So something to think about. Like I said, we're still very much trying to get the video set up of how we want it to be. So let me know in the comments what you guys, as folks who like Clash of Clans, maybe some of you guys that are new to the community that decided to subscribe, let me know what you guys are interested in seeing. Is there tutorials that you guys want to see? Is there some craziness that you want to see? Do you want to see more, you know, Clan Wars content, Builders Hall content, stuff like that? Please let me know in the comments, because I do read them all. I do reply to just about all of them. So I'm trying to make the content that's best fitted for you guys within its own niche. And like I said, I know there are a lot of great Clash of Clanners out there, YouTube creators particularly. So I always want to make sure my content is unique in and of itself. And I know this game is quite old, so I'm kind of jumping into an old game as a new guy, but trying to figure it all out nonetheless. So hopefully you guys enjoy the journey with me. And these, what are they called? I want to say they're mega minions, but I don't think they are. Beta minions? I can't remember what they're called. But these minions are strong as heck. They get the job done as a nice little flying troop. As long as you can get rid of those air defenses and or sniper towers, they're pretty much going to clear bases every time. So it's finding that nice little mixture of getting rid of those air defenses and then letting your air troops complete the job. So, but luckily enough, our base is holding up relatively well. Kind of a weird setup. I kind of just put together and threw it together, but I would say it's doing a decent job at stopping people. So I think the people that usually get the most are the ones that have the extra army camp that we haven't quite unlocked, but it is doing fairly well, to say the least. So kind of just went straight for that air artillery because super easy, super light. This base, I think we got 3 stars, but maybe it seemed a little too obvious for me. I was a little bit worried about where the hidden Tesla was, because usually folks at this level have a hidden Tesla, but I think this individual did not, so made this fairly more easy, because that hidden Tesla is also problematic for the minions. Once the air defense is gone, the minions do their work. So biggest thing for us is to try to spread our troops out to either get the air defenses or to find that hidden Tesla and then throw the minions in there to finish up the job. So, and there it is, our star bonus, a nice little 100,000 gold and elixir. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, kind of showing off right at the end. There's the clan tag. Check in the description, I think, where the clan tag and the name will be if you guys are interested in joining. If you're casual, whatever the case is, feel free to. As always, I am the resident dweller of the underworld, the casual player's player, the David to Max Player's Goliath, Dark Anubis, and I will catch y'all next time. Peace out!